Thanks for inviting us in at 6 o'clock, and we begin tonight with a man who admitted to running a prostitution house near the Brickyard Crossing golf course is now going to prison.
Police believe this was all part of a human trafficking operation that's tied to a gang in South America. Rich Nye had his camera in the courtroom for that sentencing that went down this afternoon.
Back in February, a teen girl told neighbors that she and 4 other women were being held and sex trafficked at this house on Eagledale Drive, just south of 30th Street. 30-year-old Alejandro Santiago reached a plea deal in September, admitting to 1 count of promoting prostitution.
He had put himself in the position of having custody or control of these women. We know that he was escorting them if they were leaving the house, and he was the one who was in charge of the money.
Santiago told the judge he was sorry.
What is it you're sorry for?
For promoting prostitution.
Well, I understand that's what the charge title is, but specifically, what did you do?
Was there at the house just hanging out.
Well, it's a little more than that when you admit to the elements of promoting prostitution.
The judge sentenced Santiago to 2 years in prison plus 2 years probation when he is released.
At the time of the arrest, police said they believed the prostitution house was part of a human trafficking operation run by the El Tren de Aragua gang, based in Venezuela. But that was never brought up in court.
This person is a trafficker, and this person is trafficking young people in the sex trade. And obviously, gangs are involved because there is so much money in the sex trade, the selling of people for sex. It's just insidious, it's terrible, and I want to say, it's important to say, how brave the young people are who came forward here.
One woman told police she was driven to Indy from Boston for work to help bring her family to the United States. When she got to the house, she says she was forced to engage in sex for money. Money that Santiago allegedly collected for a gang boss. In Indianapolis, Rich Nye, 13 News.
Now, if you suspect that human trafficking may be happening, there is a national hotline that you can call. We're going to put that number right there on the screen for you to use. It's 1-888-3737-888. All of the calls to this hotline are confidential and anonymous. You can also report your concerns right now by calling 911.
IMPD just announced the arrest of a man who's accused of an armed robbery over the weekend. Police say the 25-year-old robbed 3 people near 30th and Central on Saturday before running into a nearby home. Officers then set up a perimeter and took the man into custody with the help of a canine officer. Tonight he's now facing preliminary charges for robbery, resisting arrest, and unlawful gun possession.
Indiana State Police just announced the arrest of a man accused of driving more than 100 miles an hour in a construction zone. Investigators say it happened today near Greenfield. The posted limit there, 55 miles an hour. The driver, however, clocked at up to 110 miles per hour. He went into custody for reckless driving along with some other traffic violations.
Well, it's the joy of living in central Indiana this time of year. It can be nice and sunny one day, nice and warm one day, and then cold, and we've got snow, right?
That's right. And here's a beautiful look downtown. No complaints about the weather today, and big warnings about the weather that's to come.
You know, but I like the way you said that. It is the joy of living in central Indiana. Yes. We're going to go from near 70 to snow showers in the matter of a couple of days.
Wow.
So we do want to make sure you're ready for the big changes coming. Already starting to cool down after our warm afternoon. 55 Kokomo, 59 Indianapolis, still 60 in Richmond, and 63 in Bedford. Radar is clear, but I'm tracking rain and snow out to the west, and I have both in our forecast. The rush hour forecast for Wednesday includes showers developing for most of us after 5-6 o'clock tomorrow morning, so impacting the end of that Wednesday morning drive. The rain moves out. Temperatures don't move much. We'll be in the upper 40s and low 50s, 10 colder than what we had today. You can see that rain arriving, impacting us tomorrow morning. It exits, and then rain and snow showers arrive late Wednesday into Thursday. Accumulating snow potential Thursday evening. More on that in a few minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Angela. Tonight, newly elected Indiana Senate Minority Leader Greg Taylor is facing backlash after 3 women have accused him of sexual harassment.
Our Karen Campbell heard from some of his colleagues at the Statehouse today who are tonight calling for accountability.
Senate Minority Leader Greg Taylor walked into chambers this afternoon, greeting his colleagues, shaking their hands and laughing on this organization day as allegations of sexual harassment continue to linger.
My focus, our focus in our caucus will be the protections of Hoosiers across the state of Indiana.
Senate Minority Leader Greg Taylor addressing colleagues Tuesday at the Statehouse during Organization Day after the Indy Star reported 3 women accused him of sexual harassment between 2009 and 2016. Assistant Minority Leader Andrea Hunley are among those calling for accountability and action.
I definitely think that accountability is critical, and I've been so grateful for Senator Yoder and for her leadership. She has helped to draft proposed changes to our rules, to our employee handbook, and to our own caucus way of doing our own caucus bylaws.
Senator Pro Tem Roderick Bray says he has not yet looked into the possibility of an investigation into the allegations. As Senator Taylor did address the media after the session, he read a prepared statement focusing on education, taxes, and just how to better help Hoosiers moving forward. He did not take any questions regarding his sexual harassment allegations. Reporting from the Statehouse, Karen Campbell, 13 News.
And it has been a busy day over at the Statehouse as lawmakers gathered for this Organization Day. They spent today discussing what issues they'll take up once this next session begins in the new year.
And it is expected to be a busy new year, working with a new government and passing a budget. Some of the priorities from Governor-elect Mike Braun include lowering health care costs, economic development, and tackling property taxes.
So we did get a glimpse of his agenda, but the governor-elect is expected to release more details about his legislative priorities in the coming weeks. Our Statehouse reporter Emily Longnecker attended Organization Day. She's put together a full breakdown of what happened at the Statehouse. You can find her story right now. We've got it posted for you on WTHR.com/SeenOn13.
Helping families get a holiday meal, that's what the Office of Public Health and Safety is doing this month.
And the department held their first 2 distributions today. 300 Indiana families getting a holiday meal bag at Kings and Priest Ministries. But you still have 4 other distributions to go this month on the 22nd, 25th, and 27th. The department, along with different community outreach groups, will host these holiday food distributions throughout our city.
So these are all free, no registration required. Like at this location where families can get turkey or ham, fresh produce, anything you need for a holiday meal. Pastor Jeffrey Thomas tells 13 News events like this take away the stress for families during the holidays.
When we start packing things down and putting together our packages, I start thinking to myself, man, this is amazing times where all you have to do is just come together. We've taken away the struggle and the strain this year, and all you literally have to do is come together as a family.
The next distribution is set for Christ Church Apostolic on the north side Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. For a full list of locations, head over to our website right now, WTHR.com.